Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for the Good Place Season 4, episode number 8.
Before we jump to that, just have a couple comments to feature from our patrons from episode 7. First, starting with executive producer Lasith, who says, "Love the reaction, guys. This was a fantastic episode. Brent was finally going to apologize to Chidi when the experiment ended. That made me so mad and anxious at the same time. Also, Michael the Magician was hilarious, and Janet's comedic timing is impeccable, and she nearly killed me with that line, 'They see what they see, man.' Also, Jason's character development was self-evident this season, and I loved it. Can't wait for the next episode. It's absolutely hilarious." Kayla comes through to say, "Such a great episode. Michael and Eleanor's bad place revelation and evil cackles were the best. I loved at the end when Brent finally starts to apologize, but the experiment is over. Then they cut to Janet bringing Eleanor the margarita, and she grabs the whole pitcher. Like, the writers knew that was really tense moment, and we needed a little laugh to end the episode on. Also, the high-pitched helium-sounding convo at the beginning was great. The laughing sounded so funny like that. That must be another edit, because I don't know what you're talking about. It's so funny you didn't know about the edits. That makes them even funnier. Yes, I don't know if you guys comment on them. I don't look at the edited versions of the reactions, so it's always fun for me when you guys comment, because then I look back and I was like, oh, I didn't know that happened. Victor L comes through to say, "Oh man, here we go. These last few episodes are going to be amazing." Charles Davies says, "This and the remaining episodes are my favorite for sure. Michael and Eleanor doing the evil laugh never gets old." I love that so much. Good. Like, I could watch that over and over again forever.
That was good.
Del Guy 03 says, "I remember when the series was airing on NBC, I was going crazy at this point. Every time an episode ended, wanting to move on to the next episode right this instant. But I envy the two of you experience it for the first time, and I love how much you appreciate it and get it. It's one of the few series that I'll happily watch again and again to get nuances I missed the first time. Like the 500 pun, field names of restaurants in the background, or the computer screen displays full of little jokes." Appreciate all the comments, guys. Keep those coming through for these last couple episodes. But without further delay, let's jump into episode 8 right now.
And here's a bottle of tequila.
Okay, let us know how it goes.
Okay.
I guess that will placate me.
Hello, Good Place Committee. Thank you for coming.
No, thank you, Michael. You did an incredible job. Maybe the best job that anyone's ever done at any task.
But you don't know how we did.
We might not know how you did, but we know you did great.
And Sean, before we even find out what happened, we want you to know we're willing to give up all of our leverage, compromise, and meet you halfway.
I met your mom halfway last night.
So adorable.
Oh my gosh.
We are here to celebrate the
worst.
afterlife of Tahani Al-Jamil in the place she felt most comfortable, the cabin of a Gulfstream G650 private jet.
Tahani was super nice, and she deserved for people to be nicer to her than they were. The only sad thing is that she never got over her speech impediment.
Tahani improved.
I'm going to need you all to sign this.
A petition to bring back Ally McBeal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything else is getting rebooted. Get a young hottie in there, you know, like a Zendaya type. Is it Zendaya or Zendaya?
Zendaya? Or, I don't know.
I mean, who wouldn't watch that? Am I right? Anyone?
Jason Mendoza didn't have an easy life. He once told me the closest he'd ever gotten to having a piñata on his birthday was when a seagull ate too many condoms on the beach and exploded. But despite it all, he was the most optimistic person I'd ever met.
Jason was the very first person to ask me about my feelings. I hadn't had any yet,
Jaguar head on.
it made me want to go get some.
Every single friend belongs in hell? I mean, maybe Ross and Rachel, and Monica and Joey, and definitely Chandler.
Face it, Michael, you lost. Everything you've done. This experiment, the original neighborhood, sending your little cockroach buddies back to Earth, all of it was for nothing. Bam! You're glue.
Yikes. Look,
Yikes.
the point is, people improve when they get external love and support. How can we hold it against them when they don't?
Need I remind you that Brent got worse with every second of every moment of every day.
Until right at the end. With 10 seconds left, he swung way up.
He always cut it. They didn't cut it up.
This is the whole story.
We don't even have to move.
I stand here before you in
Holding her
sweatpants for the first time ever to celebrate Eleanor Shellstrop in a place where she spent much of her life, a bar in a house she was not invited to. Eleanor was full of surprises. I never knew
Dennis
she was
Buck,
going
did
to
you see
ruthlessly make fun of me or
Yeah, what is
brutally
that?
objectify
Yeah.
me
There they
in a way
are.
that was
Yeah.
flattering. And we are here to celebrate the
Hey,
afterlife
hey,
of
change
Chidi
his
and
clothes.
Agogne.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Like to say
They just
a
put
few
all
words?
kinds of books.
Yeah.
The judge is about to make her ruling. She wants us to be there to hear it.
Oh, we should probably change outfits. Tahani's sweatpants say Skank Army on the butt.
They do?
Skank Army.
Michael, you came to me and said the point system was flawed. The point system does not accurately judge how good or bad they are. You won.
Well, that wasn't so hard now, was it?
The universe owes you a debt of gratitude for bringing this to my attention. Now, in terms of how we handle this moving forward,
So everybody sign.
obviously, Earth is canceled.
What?
Earth is what now?
Wake Chidi up, now. We need all the help we can get.
You really
Seriously.
want me to wake him up? Just to tell him that he and everyone else in the universe is going to cease to exist?
See you in maybe 1 billion years. It has been one
See you in what, maybe
crazy
1 billion
ride, you guys.
Say it,
See you at the crossroads. See you at the crossroads. I'm gonna mess you guys. Okay.
Do you see Eleanor's face? She's like low-key not trying to crack up.
I gotta miss everybody.
Janet, what the hell? Give it back.
No. It's in my void and you can't have it. Oh, I should have explained. It's not two of us. It's all of us.
Look at Jefferson.
What it is, what
What
it
it
is.
is. What it is. What it is.
One by one. Until I get my stupid Earth rebooter thingy back.
We're not gonna be able to hold her off forever. We need a plan.
There is literally only one person here who is smart enough and thoughtful enough to save humanity.
Wake Chidi up.
Fine. I'll do it.
Do it. He's fine.
Designing a better afterlife is the ultimate ethical question. Chidi spent his entire existence pondering the biggest questions. He is brilliant and empathetic. All he cares about is how best to treat other people, and he is willing to sacrifice his own happiness to do it. If we're gonna pull this off, we need Chidi back, and he needs his memories.
Oh, it's gonna be the next episode.
Alright, that was episode 4-8 of The Good Place, and man, so we won, but we lost at the same time, and damn, if that wasn't interesting to see how it was going to do, but I get what the judge is saying. Start the whole damn thing over, and then we just start from scratch, and then boom. But I get what Michael and them are saying too, like, look, we ain't got to start the whole thing over. Excuse me, let's just figure out what to do with the point system, make it a little better, and then we can just go from there. Who's going to win? Who's going to win out? I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting because they don't have that much time. The judge is going through all Janet's voids to marbleize all of them because she's so pissed. Now, I love the idea of waking up Chidi, but Michael had a great thing too. The most undecisive man in the world, you want him to make a decision on how to do it. But I agree. You got to wake him up and let him give a spiel, because it's the only way it's going to get everybody's motors a-running to have a good plan to say yay or nay or finalize this thing, because right now we good, but we ain't good. So another good episode 4-8. I'm with it.
Yeah, so many things I loved about this episode. I absolutely loved them having their own individual funerals. I thought that was so super cute. I love what everybody said about each other. Especially I thought Tahani and Eleanor's like feedback on one another so great of establishing that friendship, because like I think we always know Eleanor and Jason, like they are like bros. And we know Tahani and Eleanor had that friendship too, but I just like the way they each articulated it about each other. I thought that was done so well. And I love the places they chose. I liked Chidi being like you were saying, the from the movie wherever, like the guy, similar to the guy.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was hilarious. But a couple of the highlights for me are absolutely when Michael first finds out he won, like the emotion that he was able to like express in that moment that he won, like about to like cry. I almost started crying right there too. I just felt that so much, like, oh my God, all this hard work we've been doing. And I loved how he tried to like play it off. Well, that wasn't too hard. I just loved so much everything about that scene. And then to have all the Janets come through and have Bad Janet with Michael's book, oh my God, such great writing, full circle, where we were like, is this going to change her or not?
Yeah.
And it did, and for her to like lean into, without Janet even knowing, like she established this whole Avengers Assemble type scenario, which I thought was fantastic because Janet was saying that Janet stole it, but she didn't know she was going to have any backup. And then Bad Janet comes in through with the rest. I thought that was just so great. I got chills. I loved all of that. And then my final, most favorite part of this episode is Eleanor's monologue about why Chidi is the person to choose, and everything she said makes complete sense. And like honestly, if you think about the growth Chidi has had up until him forgetting his memories, obviously now again, he's grown so much in his decision-making capabilities, even deciding to like lean into his wanting the relationship with Eleanor, that I think he's going to come through. I think it's going to be, especially if you give him all of his memories back, he's super equipped to have the growth he's had and recognize that his indecisiveness is what's held him back all this time, and he has confidence. Even in this 1 year, Michael talked about how much confidence he's gotten just in this 1 year in, you know, the reboot of The Good Place. So like, I love this episode so much, and like to see it end just with Chidi's face, like I thought his eyes were gonna pop open, but you gotta wait till the next episode. But I can't wait. Solid episode. I loved it so much.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for The Good Place Season 4, Episode number 8. And until next time, people, peace.